All right, let's jump straight into this deep dive. We're looking at Paleolithic cave art today.
Yes, absolutely fascinating stuff. We're talking, what, 38,000 down to maybe 11,000 years ago?
Exactly. It's this incredibly direct, yet still very enigmatic window into how early Homo sapiens saw their world.
And the sources make it clear, this isn't just scribbling on walls, it's sophisticated, symbolic.
But the meaning, that's the big question mark, isn't it? Drives all the research.
It really does. Okay, so where should we start? The animals.
Yeah, let's do the animals.
Okay.
Overwhelmingly present, right? Like 90% herbivores, horses, bison, mammoths.
Big game.
But here's the kicker. From the sources you showed, these often aren't the animals they were eating the most.
That's the crucial point, the mismatch between the art and, the bones found at campsites.
Right. So if it's not just a menu.
It points towards symbolism. The sources mention various ideas, hunting magic, maybe? Though there aren't many wounded animals depicted, which is a critique.
Yeah.
Then there's structuralism, seeing pairs like horse and bison as binary symbols. Or even shamanism, spirit animals, visions perhaps.
So definitely thinking beyond just practical hunting needs, more like a hierarchy of importance based on something else.
Precisely. Something symbolic, not just utility.
Okay, moving from animals, what about those abstract signs? The dots, lines, geometric shapes?
Yes. They're everywhere too, sometimes linked with the animals, sometimes completely separate.
And they vary quite a bit, don't they? Like local dialects almost.
Yeah, different styles in different regions and time periods. But what's really exciting, and covered in the research here, is that some might not be abstract at all.
You mean like information?
Potentially. That Cambridge study looking at the dots, lines, and that specific Y symbol,
Right.
they propose it might track animal cycles. Breeding, migration, linked to the animals depicted nearby.
Wow, so like a form of proto-writing or a lunar calendar? That early?
It's a serious hypothesis.
Yeah.
And if true, it just explodes our assumptions about their cognitive abilities back then. Systematic observation, recording information.
Abstract thought, definitely. Passing knowledge along, that's huge.
It really is. It forces a rethink.
Then there are the hands, the handprints and stencils. That feels so personal.
It does, doesn't it? Like reaching across millennia.
Initial thought might be signatures, I was here.
Sure, that's one idea. But some recent studies, like at Pechmerle, suggest something else. Analyzing hand sizes points towards, well, maybe lots of women, or even adolescents or children, making them.
Which challenges the old male hunter-artist stereotype.
Completely. It broadens the picture of who is involved in these likely important activities.
And speaking of hands, there's that really puzzling detail from places like Gargus and Kosker. Hands that look like they're missing fingers.
Yes, that's quite striking. Early theories mentioned fingers just being folded,
Yeah.
but the research you highlighted leans into a more intense possibility.
Which is?
Ritual amputation.
Ritual amputation.
It's a documented practice in many other cultures across the globe, historically, for sacrifice, initiation, group identity, maybe seeking spiritual help. It's a profound and perhaps, a darker interpretation.
Wow. That suggests a ritual life that was incredibly potent, involving real sacrifice.
If that hypothesis holds, yes, it points to beliefs and practices very different from our own.
Okay, shifting gears slightly to the how, the artistry itself. Your sources talk about the skill involved.
Oh, absolutely. They weren't just slapping paint on. They manufactured pigments, ochre, charcoal. They had tools.
And they used the cave itself, didn't they? The actual rock shapes.
Masterfully. That's key. Think Altamira, the way the bison seemed to bulge out from the ceiling because they used the natural rock relief.
Or Pechmerle, those spotted horses that seem to follow the rock's outline, like the shape inspired the image.
Exactly. It wasn't a blank canvas. The cave was part of the medium. And imagine seeing it by flickering torchlight.
Yeah, the light would make them seem alive, moving.
Which feeds back into that shamanistic idea, perhaps. The wall is a veil. The art activating a connection to another world or spirit realm.
So it wasn't static, it was an experience. Maybe ceremonial.
Very likely. A deliberate, skilled interaction between the people, the art, and the specific powerful environment of the deep cave. It's a hallmark of what anthropologists call behavioral modernity.
So wrapping this up, it's crystal clear this art is way more than just decoration. It's complex, it's symbolic, it's tied into their social fabric, their beliefs, maybe deep ritual.
Absolutely. It's a fundamental expression of their worldview.
And yet, despite all the incredible research, the core mysteries, they still linger, don't they? The precise meanings, the full picture of the ritual.
They do. And maybe they always will, to some extent.
And that final point from the sources is worth remembering. Our interpretations are always, shaped by our time, our perspectives.
True. It's like looking into a mirror that reflects both them and us.
So the enduring mystery keeps pulling us back, thinking about all this, the symbolic weight of the animals, that potential early writing, the intensely personal hands, maybe even ritually altered. What does this deep dive make you think about the minds and the world of our deep ancestors?